Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah, HaKodash. Double honor to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations unto the elect of the nation of Israel. This is your brother Ayash Gabar from the GMS Virginia camp, coming at you with another short lesson that I pray that you find edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai. I'm going to get into this little prayer from the book of Psalms, chapter 104 and verse 1. But, I'm going to say it in English and give the translation in the Hebrew. But before I do so, I would like to say Tawada to those brothers who actually teach the Hebrew and give brothers like me inspiration, to, want to learn the Hebrew. Because when I first came into the truth, I was hit with a situation where, I wanted to learn the Hebrew. I didn't understand why, of all the languages in the world, I was compelled, to want to learn the Hebrew. And the water Yahweh Shem Yahushai for keeping that same spirit upon me to still want to learn the Hebrew. I would also like to thank the brother or the elder brother Monaghan from the DC camp for putting out edifying lessons and prayers dealing with the Hebrew. That brother has been a great inspiration to me anyway, to want to learn the Hebrew even deeper. So, Thawada. And also, I would like to give a Thawada to the brother from, the Charlotte camp, Brother Yawam, who has been an excellent tutor, in learning the Hebrew. The brother has been, helping me with the Hebrew over the course of the time that I've known him. You know what I'm saying? And whenever he comes up to VA, we always break bread with the scriptures, going over the Hebrew, going into the alphabet a lot deeper than what, a lot deeper than what's at face value. The Hebrew is a very beautiful language. Even when you write it out, it's a very eloquent and beautiful language, and I'm learning that, as I get deeper into my understanding of the Hebrew. So let me get into this. It is the book of Psalms, chapter 104 and verse 1, and it reads, "Bless Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, O my soul. O Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, my power. Thou art very great. Thou art clothed with honor and majesty." I was going to bring this out during the Day of Atonement, but when I wrote it up, I sent it to the brother Yawam, to have him proofread it for me, to make sure that I'm not going off and make sure that it's in line with how it's done. And as I said, the brother has been very helpful in helping me, along my journey. So, the water again. But so that was the English, and the Hebrew is very beautiful, especially the way that it's written out and even the way that it sounds. It actually wakens something up inside you when you actually say it, and mean it. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing to say the name in Hebrew, but it's another thing to mean it, because in meaning what you say, you understand the depth of what you're saying. The Hebrew is the heavenly language, it is a beautiful language. The languages that we have nowadays is just shit. You know what I'm saying? It is very confusing. And when you get into the Hebrew and start understanding the basis of it, you you start to understand how direct it is. There's no maybes with the Hebrew. It's either it is or it isn't. You know, there's no if, else, and thens. You know what I'm saying? In terms of, let me rephrase that. There's no, how should I say it? Yahushua said, or Yahweh Shem Yahushua said, to either be hot or cold. It's either be this or be that. And that's what the Hebrew is. Let your yea be yeas and your nay be nays. There's no intermediary BS with the Hebrew that I'm learning. So going into the Hebrew, and I could be wrong in terms of no intermediaries, but again, I'm learning, and with learning, you learn how to correct things through the spirit and power of the Yahweh Shem Yahushua as you go along, because Yahweh Shem Yahushua will make it known in some shape, form, or fashion where you went off and where you were right, And so with that, enough of me rambling. So I'm going to get into the Hebrew here. So going back into the scriptures again, let me get it. The book of Psalms, chapter 104 and verse 1. Bless Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, O my soul. O Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, my power. Thou art very great. Thou art clothed with honor and majesty. Well, the same thing translated into the Hebrew, is in itself, the same thing. So, going into it, it says, so the Hebrew is read from right to left, top to bottom. So it's Barakya, meaning bless. Napashya, Ya, which is Napashya, which is O my soul. Yahweh, which is the Father, Yahweh. Bahashema, which the way you would say it is Bahashem, which is in the name. Yahweh Shai, the Shah and the I are connected, which makes it Yahweh Shai. And that's another thing too. Well, let me finish with the prayer. Yahweh Shai, which is the Son, which is Allahaya, which is my God. Gadaltha, or Gadaltha, which is thou art great. Gadal. And the Tha, which is thou art great. Ma'ad, which is very. You have the Ma, the A, and the Da, which make it Ma'ad, which is very. Hawad, the Ha, the Wa, and the Da, which is Hawad, which is with honor. Wa, Hadar, which is and majesty. The Wa is and Hadar is majesty. And you have the La, the La, the Bash, Labash, Tha, which is thou art clothed. Now, another thing I wanted to get into, so I'm going to say it, in a way that it was meant to be said. Well, I'm going to say it in is all continuance. It is, let me see, Barakya, Napashya, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Allahaya, Gadaltha, Ma'ad, Hawad, Wahadar, Labash Tha. And reading that again in English, it says, bless, O my soul, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, or bless, O my soul, Yahweh, in the name, Yahweh Shai, my God, thou art great, very with honor and majesty, thou art clothed. So another thing I wanted to get into, is when you're going into the Hebrew, you have these connectors, so you have the Ba, the Ra, you have the Ba, the Ra, and the Ka, and you have a connector in between the Ra and the Ka, meaning those words or those characters are joined, which is why you have the Barak, you don't say Baraka, it's just Barak, and you can almost hear the A at the end without actually saying it. So it's Barak, Yah, So, you have these connectors in there, and another thing I left out was this Af up at the top here. The Ah and the Tha. The Ah and the Tha are connected, and that's Af, and that means with. So in all essence, I could have easily have said Barakia, Napashya, Ath, and that Ath is a direction, or that Ath is a director, meaning I'm referring to the Father, so it's Ath, meaning I'm referring to the Father, even though I'm saying the name of the Father. The Ath gives it a more directive tone to who it's speaking about. So it's Barakia, Napashya, Ath, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Alahaya, Gadal, Tha, Ma'ad, Hawad, Wahadar, Labash, Tha. So, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, I pray that, this prayer makes sense, and I pray that, it helps other brothers, start getting into the Hebrew, a little more, saying, because it truly is a beautiful language to learn, and it truly is beautiful to the ears, because once you start getting into it, especially if you have a good teacher, and especially if you're able to follow, when you start getting into it, you start to realize, it's almost like a beautiful song being said with each word. It is, and also when you see it written out in the true Paleo Hebrew, it's so beautiful, and it's fascinating that we have these treasures in earthly bodies. We have the Holy Spirit, within us in earthen bodies, and we also have this understanding, that the heavens understand, in earthen bodies. So, it truly is a beautiful thing, and I'm constantly mesmerized by it, and it makes me want to learn it more, and also, let me get, also, like, like your brothers have a book or a journal or something like that, start writing some Hebrew words down, and start getting more and more acquainted with it, because it truly is a beautiful thing, and it's almost like that onion layer, the surface seems smooth and, nice feeling. But once you start peeling back that layer, you start to realize how rough it is, and how to the point it is, and how deep you could possibly go to the Hebrew. And even the alphabet that I'm learning, I'm learning that the alphabet is a lot deeper than what I thought, So with that, I pray that you found this lesson edifying. And so I'd like to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakaha, Quadash, Shalom.